We cannot become what we want by remaining what we are. Max Dupree. I know you guys know about struggle. I know you guys know that it's familiar and that it's comfortable. It's what we know, and as crazy as it might sound, sometimes we hold on to our struggles not because we want to suffer, but because we don't know who we'd be without them. If you feel stuck or feel like you're in the same pattern dealing with the same problems over and over, well then this video is for you. We're gonna talk about why you might feel addicted to your struggles and how to free yourself from them. A lot of people love struggle because it's comfortable. We all have a certain level of familiarity with the pain. It might not be the ideal place, but it's predictable. Growth, success, and happiness requires stepping into an unknown, and for a lot of people, that's scary. So instead, we stay stuck in a situation, relationships, jobs, or mindsets because it feels safer than risking change. I know a lot of people that are stuck in a job they don't want to be at because they feel safer being at that job than wanting to risk struggling and seeing that change for themselves. At my job especially, I try to uplift a lot of people because a lot of people tell me, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, and I'm like, why don't you? And it's like, oh, just because I just genuinely want to just be here. Like, this is just comfortable for me. And I'm like, this ain't gotta be your dead end, bro. This don't gotta be just it for you. And you know, you only could tell people so much. It just blows my mind how many people just stay stuck in a situation because they feel as it's just safer than making that change. Sometimes you really gotta ask yourself, do you actually want to change? Or do you want to just complain about the problems? And that is something that a lot of people who had jobs they don't want to work at go through. Like, they want to change, but more or less they just want to complain about the problems rather than actually make a change for themselves. Some people wear their struggles like a badge, that it makes them feel special or different. You might define yourself as the one who always gets hurt or the person that never catches a break. But if you let your struggles define you, then deep down at some point you might not want to let it go. And I understand this because you already know I gotta bring my personal experiences into this. I used to think that it's gonna be hard to talk about, but I used to think, like a previous video that I made, that I was always mediocre, that I was always just stuck being just enough, that I was never going to be great, that I was never going to be bad, that I was just going to be right in the middle, that mediocre was just the life that I was forced to live by. I don't know if I was cursed, vexed, or something, but I always thought that was just the motto that I lived by, that, hey, you're just going to be mediocre, man. And I don't know, something in me just wants to break that mentality, break that curse of my family that you're just mediocre, because I'm not mediocre, you're not mediocre. I've already said this in a previous video, we ain't gonna get into it, but I just got so comfortable with being mediocre that I never accepted that I would be something. And I've shifted that mentality a little bit, but at the end of the day, I used to sit in my struggles and sit in my mediocrity and just say, well, this is my life, and you can't do that. When you constantly struggle, it's easy for you to say it's not my fault. You blame external circumstances, then admit that you need to change your mindset, your habits, or your environment. But taking responsibility for your life is the only way to break free from that struggle. Instead of saying, why is this happening to me? Ask yourself, what can you do to change this? And I'm not gonna lie, we talked about this. You might unknowingly seek validation through other people's problems. And we've talked about this, and you might not even know that you're doing it, but you might be unknowingly seeking validation through your problems. Because think about it. When you struggle, people check in on you. They sympathize. They support you. And it's that subconscious danger. If you struggle, you get attention, and you might start craving it without realizing. Do you talk more about your problems than make progress on those problems? Are you one of those people that like to post on social media every time you have a problem, every time you have a struggle? You like to vent on Instagram or Snapchat just so you can see people reply? Are you one of those people that's like, oh, I'm deleting my Instagram for a month, I can't do this, or oh, I'm leaving social media? We don't like those people, but some people like to seek that validation through those problems. If you struggled for a long time, the idea of success or peace might scare you low-key. But why would it scare you? Because who would you be without your problems? The fear of losing struggle is real. It means stepping into an unknown version of yourself that you never met before. And the truth, growth isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming who you were meant to be before struggle defined you. So how do we break free from the addiction of struggle? Well, first you've got to recognize the patterns. You got to be honest with yourself. Ask yourself whether you've been holding on to struggles for comfort, identity, or validation. You got to shift from complaints to solutions. Don't vent about the same problems over and over again. Start taking action to change them. Rewrite the story, Cody. Stop. Oh, that was a good inside one, right? I know. All right, I'm sorry. Rewrite your story. Stop telling yourself that you're the one who always struggles. You're the one who overcomes. And make growth your new normal. Challenge yourself to step into discomfort. Embrace change. And to see struggles as temporary, not permanent. And most importantly, put yourself around people that are going to build you up. Stop hanging around people who are going to pull you down or reinforce your struggles. Find people who will challenge you to grow. Don't get yes men, but find people who are going to challenge your ideas, challenge you, make you want to grow, not make you want to stay in the same place. Your struggles may have shaped you, but your struggles don't define you. I'm sure you've heard that from somewhere before. You're not built on your mistakes. You're not built off your past or built off your pain, because you're capable of more. But that's only if you choose to break free from the cycle. Are you ready to stop holding on to your struggles and start stepping into the life you truly deserve? I mean, that question is really up to you to answer. But with that, that's where I'll leave it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell so you guys are notified of videos that I upload. Do anything that you guys can to have my non-existent videos be seen. And with that, Dzaya signing off.